I'm Nu-Trix, and today we're looking into two new software pedals, guitar pedals, from Safari Pedals. When you look at pedals, they're mostly modular in a way. You can patch them in the way you want. You can just have one that does one job, and then the way you combine them or the order you chain them, make them into something that is yours. And that's interesting also in the virtual world. So today we're talking about two pedals, the Cobra Fuzz, which is a fuzz pedal, and the Hawk Phaser, a phaser pedal. Let's just dive right into it. Press play here. Just simple tone of an electric piano. If I add the fuzz, I can have a distortion if I want. I can have cleaner. The gain basically is going to bring saturation or fuzz. And have the sustain or less. The trim, how loud it's going to come out. The tone, a more high end or more bassy. That can be good also. And you're going to have the pre-boost, so you can boost at the input. You can blend, so only the plugin, the original sound, combination of the two, and how wide it's going to be. Or mostly mono. And the oversampling for higher quality sample, but also it takes more CPU. So this is a cool sounding, I mean, you have a list of different plugins, different presets. Some are very subtle, that just bring out some of the sound in it. Well, like the, if I don't have it, just a little bit of, it's more present. Let's bring a little bit of that. A little bit of noise of, just a little bit, okay? The next one is awk. So I'm gonna try on this sound, and then I'll try different sounds, so we'll switch between the two. Hawk, I'll keep the fuzz. So Hawk, you have input, you have a bypass, you have auto gain if you turn that on as you move this up. The output is inversely changing. So you keep the same level. You have depth, how much movement you're gonna get, the depth of the movement of the phaser. The feedback, so how much resonance you're gonna have around the filter cutoff point, and where, high or low. And the rate is gonna be fast. Or slow. Then you have the blend. You're going to have the original or the result, and it's going to be mono or very wide. So we've got a bunch of really cool ones here. Of course, you've got some of them are subtle. You see, low rate, almost no depth, just a little bit of movement. Other are just very movie and sound effecty if you want. If you turn it off, so you have that movement. This just makes it more into a nicer sound. So again, like every effect, if you put it to the max, it sounds bizarre, but if you use it in the right amount, you're gonna get some presence in your sound, and that's what you get here. So okay, we have this one. Let's now switch to, let's say, drum, for example. I've got this drum here, and what's interesting is that in this drum, I don't have it on the main out, I have it on different sounds. Like on the kick, for example. I'm gonna just play it. Okay, put solo this. That's the kick going through. If I turned it off. Right away you have more of the room. It's kind of compressing it and having more, it's more in your face. Now you have a very low tone because we want it to be kick. Sustain is there, so kind of compressing it. And you had some gain, so it's in your face more. So I've turned it off, which is a dry kick, which is not bad, but more presence. Again, if you change it to something else, it becomes, you can go really away from the original sound if you want. Let's go back to the one I chose. I like this one. And then we have, let's say here, we have this one. That's a lot. This one. I have two of them. This one, the snare now, without it. So it's not a lot, it just brings it more out in this sound. Just listen to it. Without. And you can go really more than that if you want. So you can use it as a compressor, some sort. You can use it as a EQ, like you have it here. You could use it just to enhance some of the presence. You can have it to be wider because you can play with the width. So there's different ways, and you can really put it to being a distortion if you want, like this one here. There. And if we go see the hi-hat here is on the Hawk phaser. So if you listen to the hi-hat without effects, very normal and good. If we add this, it's already wider. Changing gradually because it's low rate, high filter, high feedback, depth. You hear it changing. And then with everything, it works. So it's really a question of choosing the right sound you want for your sound. Let's say we go back here and I'm going to try it on. I have this, got this bass here. Try it with this. Without it. You can have the fuzzy sound if you want. turned it off. So it can be just for having more presence, and then you can also have the hawk on this. So not too deep, not too fast. Let's move this out, this one out. Just listen to this one. So I squash it a little bit down in the volume, but you hear that movement. Okay, so that's for the bass, and I'll try another one. This one's going to be on, I think it's this one here, a drum loop. Yeah, drum loop is a cool one also. Now, the Cobra Fuzz on this one, if I don't have it fully, but you might want to have that drum loop as kind of a backing sound. You hear here, play with sustain. It kind of squashes the attack and the. There's really a lot of different hedgy sound you can have with this. In this case, you just get some more presence in the high end. You had the kind of the hi-hat opening. So depending on which one you pick, some of the sound will be more present than other. Of course, you can go full in. You see, everything is the maximum outside of this one here. Now this one's gonna so squash it to hear a background because it's sustained. That's it. That's the Cobra Fuzz and the Hawk Phaser. Stay safe, make more music, and see you soon. Cheers.